authorities in India have arrested a woman for allegedly drowning a 6-year-old niece during a family wedding ceremony on Monday. Authorities says that they attended the wedding celebration with their parents and baby brother and grandmother when she was suddenly declared missing. After an hour of searching, the child's grandmother discovered her unresponsive in a nearby storeroom. And the police says this woman later confessed to killing the child. Hey, Jesus. To killing the child, claiming she doesn't want anyone looking more beautiful than her at the event. Investigators believe she carried out the act when most guests were outside the house. In shocking development, authorities also revealed that she confessed to previously killing 3 other children, including our own son and another niece. Jesus Christ. What is going on in our society? Killing your niece because you don't want them to look more beautiful than you at a family function. Is that not sanity? Is that even okay? Bukola, what kind of world are we living in right now? Hmm. This is really sad. Bukola, are you there? Okay, I can't hear. Bukola, I
Yes,
can't hear you.
yes, I'm here. The network is not cooperating with us today. I don't know why.
Today, yeah, it's okay.
I will need the network to cooperate with us.
Yeah.
But I'm here. Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, that the world is getting, more evil, if I can use that, and they're just signs that the end time is here. Where
Yes.
wickedness would would, would be the order of the day, and
Hmm.
people are self-centered. The aspect of God is no longer with us.
Yes.
It's now about humans. Because if God is in all we do, all we think, I mean, we'll see ourselves as the creator of God. But now it's an issue of how do I feel, and I express myself in that. If you look at this story, I have a belief that yes, it reports that she
Yes,
was
she was
jealous, but I
jealous.
think it's even more than that. I think, yeah, I think there's a bit of depression, a bit of mental
Hmm.
illness, underneath that people are not aware,
Yes.
and of course it's also a bit of revenge. I don't know what happened. I'm sure by the time they investigate, something must have happened that she will now have to say, you know what, I'm jealous of this person. Probably she has lost a child, or maybe
She killed her own son.
okay, she also killed her own
Yes,
son. I
she also
didn't even
killed
get.
her son.
Oh, okay. So you can see that there's an aspect of mental illness. Something
Hmm.
is wrong with her brain. So all what the brain sends to her is kill children, and all
Oh,
that. So and I think what we should be talking now is, are people aware that they are sick? I was listening to a viral video about a lady who was talking about mental illness, and she was reading out the numbers that 90% of Nigerians are traumatized.
hmm.
It's either due to post-traumatic issues that you've had, childhood issues that you've had, emotional, in fact environmental. There's no light, there's no money and all that.
Yeah.
You your mind is running wild and all that. But beyond that, there are deep-seated issues. Unforgiveness is also there. you
Yes.
know and then of course the running with the wrong mindset, and what people have put in you, wickedness that people have put in you, that is just there waiting for the right time to germinate.
Hmm.
And so a whole lot of people are going through that. And she said almost 90% of Nigerians, have that. And I think I read a report that 1 out of 3,
Yes.
have trauma. But how many people know? Even when you know you have trauma, where do you go to? Thankfully for the advocacy, WFM does that. Other people also do that. I mean, we do that a whole lot, speaking up,
Mhm.
to let people know that these things do happen. You get angry easily. You have a problem. That is not how God made you. You understand?
Yes.
You want to fight somebody. You are not happy until you see blood. You have a problem.
Ah,
You are
that's a
sick
problem.
mentally. All your thoughts all the time are wicked thoughts to kill somebody, to injure somebody. You have a problem. Your mind is sick. And I always let people know it's as simple as when you are feeling feverish. What do?
Hmm.
You go seek help. You either go to a pharmacy or you go to a hospital. You go to a pharmacy if you have your prescription anyway. Though I know in Nigeria, you just go, you understand the hemp.
Yes.
Though there are some drugs that they can sell on the counter and there are some that they cannot sell. But we all know when you are feeling feverish, the next thing is that okay, go and get a painkiller, a pain
Mm-hmm.
reliever or something.
Mm.
So what is that you seek help. So it's the same thing. You are sick mentally. You don't have to wait until you run naked on the street before they say you are mad. It's a spectrum. That is the highest that you can go to, that your brain is not just you can't even understand what is happening around you, right? That is the highest level. But we still have, the range, like what I mentioned, when you get angry, when you're not reasoning like a normal human being will reason. You cannot
Yes.
function like a normal person will function. You cannot contribute even socially like a normal person will do. You are sick. Subject yourself to therapy. You don't have to be mad. You're not mad. We just want
Mm.
you to be sure that you don't get to that point that you are mad. So you seek help. This is just to let everybody know that when we see tendencies like that, like you mentioned, I didn't even read that part, that she had
Mm.
killed her
Yes,
child.
she had
You
killed
know,
her son
it-
and
it-
another niece.
so they should know that that is not the time for you to say, oh, she's sorry, she's sober. No, you straight send her straight to a rehabilitation center so that they can reset the brain. The brain has been tweaked. All she wants to do is kill, whatever it is. It brings joy to her to harm somebody. Such a person cannot live. So I feel sorry for the family, but for me, it's more of what are the lessons that we can take home from
From
this.
this.
Let's look around us. If we have family members that we believe there's something wrong, in Nigeria we say, when she's con.
Mm.
It's a trigger. It's a trigger that, you know, and somebody who just is just moody, depressed, just spills hatred everywhere. You know, they are telling you that I am going through this
Something
issue.
is wrong.
Something is wrong with me. They themselves do not know. To be honest, some of them do not
Mm.
even know.
Mm.
Some of them do not even know. That's the irony of it. But some know because now with the advocacy, with the awareness,
Yes.
the whole lot. I mean, ever since the burst of emotional intelligence, came up, there are lots of free seminars, books everywhere. Go online, you read about it, will tell you who exactly you are. And what do you need to do to be a better person for yourself, for your family, for your society, and for Nigeria? Look at, I mean, the lady that was killed that we just mentioned, that is one group. Do you know how many of such will happen today? You understand?
That
And
has
we are
even been
supposed to.
happening before now.
Exactly. So the issue is, let's not point one finger. Like I always say, when you point one finger to the government, three fingers are pointing to you.
Back to
If
you,
you point
yes.
one finger
Because it
there,
starts from
three
our
fingers
society,
are.
from our
You understand?
communities.
So the question
Mm.
is, what are we doing? What can we do to make a change today based on the stories we have discussed? If you see someone that is acting scon or whatever it is, you probably want to ask the person, I know it's difficult because Nigerians, we do not like to say the truth. We do
Mm.
not like to hear the truth. Not all of us have gotten to that point. But if you can find a way around it, I mean, let the person subject himself or send a link or whatever it is. Just help somebody, so that that person will not come back to come and injure you somewhere along the line and all that. Because a whole lot of people are traumatized. A whole lot of people are, even Nigeria himself. When you look at no money, no light, no water, the roads are bad. All that one self is a whole lot of
It's a whole lot.
trauma. It can inflict pain and anger. But the only thing we are saying is that, hey, just
Seek
chill.
help.
Don't let this thing overwhelm you.
Yes.
Don't let
Get
it
help
overwhelm
when you
you.
need it.
Recognize that these things are there. What do you do? Control your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. And when you get to that place, you can now begin to navigate based on everything you had, your resources and all that. And like the lady said, and that's where I'm going to close. She said, look, don't run a race that is not yours. You understand?
Mm.
Don't run a race that
Yes.
is not yours. Understand yourself, understand your limits, understand what you can do and push yourself to that level of where
Yeah.
you can do. Don't go beyond your level. You understand? If
Mm-hmm.
you can only build one bungalow, why would you push yourself to build 10, 10 buildings everywhere where you don't even have the means, you don't even have the support framework, and then you enter kasala, you enter wahala and all that. And then in terms of family issues, and I'll wrap up here, let's also know who am I going to get married to,
It
who am I
matters.
married to. So all those things too matter as well because they can aggravate one situation.
Hmm.
So
Thank you
let's
so
have a
much,
beautiful
Olubukola.
weekend. Mhm. Let's
Ah,
have a beautiful weekend. All is going to be well with us in Jesus'
amen.
name.
Amen. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us this morning, Olubukola. I am praying Nigeria becomes a better place. And let's all remember that it's not just the responsibility of the government to protect every single one of us, as little as what happened to your society, your neighbor, beside your house. If you see traces of evil, violence, please don't keep quiet about it. Speak up when there is need for it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on herlens on Women Radio 91.7. Special thank you to Olubukola Femi Ajala for being with us this morning. My name is Finfolua Kirami. Enjoy the rest of your day.
WFM 91.7.
To sponsor this program, call the number 0816 480 7613.